Yeah, we get woken up in the middle of the night and we're sloshing. Why? Why do you just fall in the water? Why has this become a fucking episode of the fucking Three Stooges over here?
We did so well last time. Okay, so I fail to secure an advantage, and I also like have a complication. So I think the thing is
God
that
damn it.
either I like fall and hurt myself or get swept up in a like a current, or I light a torch so that I can see and point things out to you, and someone sees it and is going to come.
So what I'm trying to do is, because we have a limited amount of time for the session, I want to focus on the delve, because I think what often happens in this game and others like
You're the one that said make camp and then a fail.
Because I wanted us to go in and not get killed right away. But the idea here is that Mouse Guard has this as a recurring problem sometimes. Apocalypse World, even Burning Wheel, you have this problem where you have what is actually going on, and as soon as somebody makes an error, you split off, right? That idea of branching the narrative, because often that's like a valid thing. But if you do it too much, you end up way over here and you never get to do the main thing because the complications keep pulling you away. So if we want to actually get to do the delve today, focusing the complications on like a bad thing happens, but we get over it, not a bad thing happens, then we have to deal with bandits, then we have to escape the bandits, and then we have to find our way back to town, and then we have to go back to the quest. Like, you can do that certainly, but in an episodic thing, it doesn't work as well.
Maybe it's just like I don't secure an advantage. I get swept like up in the current a little bit. I manage to like get out of it, and I just take like a stress or a harm or something.
Yeah, right. Like you fall on your ass, you get soaked. But let me roll to see what I can do first, because I think I might. I mean, obviously it's happening at the same time. So you're shouting and pointing, and your colossal failure doesn't affect my face danger, right?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to be quick and grab our shit. I get a weak hit. So it makes sense. Sacrifice resources. Suffer one supply. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. So I get, let's see here. Face danger with edge. And I get a weak hit. -1 supply. Okay. So what do you want to do for yours? Do you hurt yourself? Is it stress? What do you think?
I think that like either one, my stress and my like health are probably about the same. I think that I hurt myself. I like bang my head on a rock when I get swept under or fall off a slippery stone or something like that. The making it more complicated obviously would have been like pointing us in a different direction, but I think like the extra complication is just like this is bad omens all around. Like it's not going well, and like I'm disheartened towards like the whole shenanigan. So then I'll just I'm fine on enduring harm.
Okay, and on a strong hit, you get a +1 momentum, right?
Yeah, or I can suffer momentum for health, but I think I'm going to take the momentum because you never know when you need it.
Yeah, you really don't. Okay, cool. So, what a nightmare. Camp went bad.
Yes.
And so we arrive at the Evergreen Ruins, like tired and sodden. And I think probably after we get all of our shit together, right? And we have like our damp cloaks and like, you know, it's cold up here. I probably look at you as we set off and I'm like, don't let it get to you. It's all the witch's fault. I'm almost certain she can control the weather. That camp would have been perfect. Who would have expected a flash flood like that? What time of year is it? Okay, so it's spring, but fine, whatever. I still think it was a good camp.
Nabage.
What?
Shut up.
I'm going to go scout ahead. And I like jog up ahead.
I have like a massive like lump on my head from where I like hit the rock, and I'm just like,
you and Kudan are walking like back behind as I jog up ahead.
Please be quiet.
Cool. Okay. All right. So let's arrive, shall we? Let's get
Sure,
to
let's
the
do it.
let's get to the ruins.
So
Okay.
you've already discovered a site, right?
Well, so I've been here before, but not as a delve. This was as something else. So
we're doing the whole thing, the whole shebang.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
We know a few things, so some of the answers will already be set, but
right. So discover a site is one of the delve moves.
Mm-hmm.
When you resolve to enter a perilous site in pursuit of an objective,
Yep.
choose the theme and domain which best represent its nature. So themes, I think you've already chosen those. Ancient, corrupted, fortified, hollowed, haunted. No?
No,
Wild.
we haven't chosen them yet.
Okay.
So I just want to see
it's on the character sheet.
Yeah, I'm looking at that, but I'm wondering if there's a place to record. Yeah, there it is, sites. Okay, let me add a new site.
Okay.
Okay, so this.
So while you're on sites, I'll tell you the theme choices are ancient, corrupted, fortified, hallowed, haunted, infested, ravaged, or wild.
Yeah.
And then the domains are either a barrow, cavern, frozen cavern, ice reach, mine, pass, ruin, sea cave, shadow fen, stronghold, tanglewood, or underkeep.
Okay. I think that it is a ruin, and I think it is maybe a corrupted ruin.
Okay.
Corrupted or infested or wild.
Let me look
Nature prevails in this place. That's also good.
Yeah, infested seems like carrion.
Maybe it's I think it's a wild. Yeah, I think it's a wild ruin.
Because impressive flora or fauna is one of the things.
Yeah, okay, it's a wild ruin. Okay, so theme is wild. Domain is ruin.
And then we have to give it a rank. So troublesome, dangerous, formidable, etc. It's the same as the quests.
Is it the same as the quest?
The ranks for.
Oh, you mean the type of rank? Yes.
The type of rank, yeah.
Yeah. Here, let me move the sheet over so everybody can see it. Okay, I think it's probably dangerous. Like the place isn't dangerous. The witch is formidable, but the place is dangerous.
The denizen, I think, is a part of it.
No, this is different.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think for progress, like in terms of exploring, I think it's just dangerous.
Okay.
Because if it were more than that, then it would be a bigger deal, right?
And then you would roll for the challenge dice for discover a site. Do you want to do that, or do you want me to do it and then you can just mark it?
Yeah. Why don't you do it?
Okay. Discover a site. So clear 6 progress. Is that right? So you resolve to enter a site. The theme.
Oh no,
the
sites.
Domain.
Yeah.
Helps you visualize your observation.
Let me look at the move. So what is the actual move? Delve moves. Here we go. I just want to see it. Okay. Oh, I see. So you don't have to. This is for another thing. So discovering a site, when you resolve to enter it, choose a theme and domain and give it a rank. We did that. If you're returning to a site, then roll. Yeah. So you don't have that roll. You just you don't have to do it.
Okay. Yeah. So that would be if we were returning to it. Yep. So the discover a site roll you don't have to do on the first time?
No, it's not actually a roll.
Okay.
Because we haven't explored the site before.
Yeah. I'm just taking a look. All right. Yep. Yeah. Denizens. I haven't read all of this yet. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, don't worry about it. I've done this before. So let me continue on then.
Okay.
So now we need to fill out a couple of things for denizens of this place, like things that we might run into. So let's see.
Okay, as you resume your exploration, roll your standard challenge dice, take the lowest, and clear that number.
Yeah, that's only for that's for like return.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't think there's a lot there's not a lot of like beasts around here because it's wild, but it's plant wild, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think probably rather than like pick a bunch from the kind of monster manual in here, I think probably for this location, Unforeseen, we could randomly run into the witch. I think she's our top one, right? The Witch of the Evergreen Woods.
Okay.
The Witch of the Ruins. And then I don't know. I don't imagine it having a ton of like monsters wandering around in it, to be totally honest. Like, I think it's like dangerous for other reasons, but maybe she has like some other human thralls, because we know that she's already capable of like ensorcellating people. So yeah, maybe thralls, something like that. A person controlled by her magic. So let's throw that in there. I think maybe they're like
are some of the like poisonous plants like alive or ensorcelled somehow to do damage to you? Is that like a potential?
Yeah, I think there is something like that. Oh, there is bloodthorn. Bloodthorn's a malignant carnivorous plant.
Okay, that would make sense as a thing.
Okay.
From what you've described of the area.
Yeah, that seems good. Okay.
Yeah, so it says leave some or even most of the fields blank to fill as you explore.
Exactly. Okay. And then maybe just like common would be like a wild animal, right? Right, they come here because they drink and then they die and then okay. So wild animals, thralls to the witch, bloodthorn plant, Witch of the Ruins. Yeah, okay. All right. Given how like underpopulated it is, I think maybe the ruin itself is only troublesome instead of dangerous. Because it's just an empty village. It's not like she lives in a dungeon or anything. Yeah, I think that's a good start. And then if we roll, we can figure out something else that we need and add it to the table in case we come back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, what is the next thing we need to do? I guess we just need to start at the start and then dig into it.
Yeah. Looks like the next thing to do is to delve.
Okay. All right. So when you traverse an area within a perilous site, envision your surroundings and consider your approach. So what I think we arrive at what looks to you like a ruined village. Like obviously there's lots of plants and stuff around. It has that kind of like change in the air that you're aware of when we arrive. And I gesture and I say, well, this is it. And somewhere in here is a very angry witch. And when we find her and we kill her, we can go home and get paid. So I guess, I look around, I guess we should start looking. So I can't share it with you in the same way I can Roll20, but I've got a document ready to do the map. So if you just look at stream, you'll be able to see that as well. Okay, so I think sort of centrally there is the village itself, right? Like the village square maybe would be where we start. And then from here, all the locations branch off. So we're going to search the village for her.
Okay, sure.
And then we'll find various abandoned buildings. And then hopefully we'll find our way into her nasty little den and then we'll deal with her.
Okay.
Okay, so let's explore the area. Let's explore the village square. Okay. So I walk you through the empty kind of like the empty streets of this former ancient town. It's not a human town either, so the stone has this kind of like flowing quality, like it was magically like conjured from the mountain.
Okay.
And then something around here is like feeding these plants. So there's plants every place. Let's delve the depths.
Do we want to like have one person roll it and one person help, or?
I think is that the way this works? So delve the depths. When you traverse an area, envision your surroundings and consider your approach. If you navigate this area with haste, it's edge, stealth or trickery, it's shadow, observation, intuition, or expertise, roll plus wits. So it's a normal move, but I don't know how that interacts with like the secure and advantage. Is it just somebody secures and somebody rolls and we take the better result of the two?
I'm looking to see if it has any like when you're doing co-op, or it doesn't really say. Envision your approach. If you're playing with allies, only one of you makes this move. Decide who is leading this segment of the exploration. The leadership role may change from area to area as appropriate. Another character can attempt to bolster the leader's action by making the aid your ally move.
There it is. Okay. So I should probably lead then because I've been here, right? So let me pop back to...
So I'll attempt to not totally fail and secure an advantage again.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I lead you into town and I'm like, see, I told you it wasn't much to worry about. A little bit of damp camp time and we made it up here, no trouble at all. It was much worse when it was still the winter. I look around, I'm like, that's a shame. There's some nice looking buildings around here, I guess. Nobody can live up here on account of the witch. So you can see how important it is. Maybe, just imagine, look over there, a bar. Look over there, a brothel that is also a bar. Over there, a bakery where they sell those little cakes. I love those little cakes.
Right now, we should be looking to see what danger lies in wait.
Fine. I will envision the future in which there's cakes and beer and tits. You worry about the danger.
Okay. So, do you want me to attempt to secure an advantage?
Totally.
I have a +3 on wits. I shouldn't have failed so miserably.
Absolutely. So let's...
I'm just taking a look around. I'm scouting it out. I'm going to try not to totally fail. I don't totally fail.
Nice.
I get a strong hit. So you get +1 or +2 momentum.
Okay, so I roll with +1.
Or you can take +2 momentum. You get the benefit.
I'll take that +2 momentum.
Yeah, you get the benefit of the strong
because I have none right now. So, all right, and then what am I doing? I'm making the delve move.
Yes.
To delve the depths. Okay, so I'm doing this with observation, intuition, or expertise. Because we're not sneaking yet. I don't think that there's danger despite knowing that there is. Namake's an idiot. All right. Weak hit.
Okay.
Weak hit. Okay, so delve the depths of the village square. Okay, and I get a weak hit. What does that do for me?
So for a weak hit, you have to roll on the table. So you'd roll a D100.
I got a 40.
You mark progress and reveal a danger.
Oh, perfect. Why couldn't I get a 41? Okay, all right. So mark progress. So you can see the fractalization of the rules in this game where the progress on the site is like the progress we were making on a fight. They use pretty much the same systems. So because it's a troublesome dungeon, we get 3, right? Well, we're going to explore this place pretty fast, right? All we really need to do is explore, 3 places if we succeed on each one.
Right. But we'll also reveal a danger. Do you want to roll that or do you want me to?
Why don't you roll? Because I got the notes here.
Check the theme card.
Yeah.
So that means we would go to our site, themes and domains, and the theme was wild.
I just noticed today that the copy of Delve that Sean sent me, I think he signed it for me.
Oh, that's so nice.
Thanks,
so I will roll on the dangers list, which is a D30, it looks like. 4. Denizen hunts. That's the danger.
It's just those 2 words.
Yes, denizen hunts.
Okay, all right. So we are being hunted by something. Cool. I like it. What do you think it is?
So
oh my God, we could just randomly determine like the witch's hound or whatever her guard dog. Do you want to?
Well, we'd already determined what the dangers were in this site, didn't we? You were saying like the denizen is one of the things that we determined.
No. Denizens. So this is the table. So it's either pick one or add a new one. Right.
Do you want to add a new one or pick one of the ones that we already have?
I mean, we could roll, but what if you get bloodthorn? Like a plant can't hunt. I think it's probably easier.
You got the visual of it like sneaking out and like, like.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to roll.
I just think that's the whole point of having the denizens, isn't it?
No, I mean, the point of all these tables, because denizens are just a table. The point of having all these tables is if you can't think of something, roll on the table.
So did we want to add a new denizen, or do we want to go with one? Okay.
No, I think it makes sense to have something like stalking through the village, keeping an eye out for intruders, right?
Okay.
So yeah, my first thought was like some kind of like wolf type creature. But I don't know. What do you think?
My gosh. So I've been playing Dragon Age Origins, and there's a wolf that is like covered in thorns.
We could also roll like too.
Werewolf spirit.
Here, why don't you roll a D100?
Okay. 46.
Okay. Whatever it is, it's person sized. Okay, roll again.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you to do this a few times.
82.
Ooh, okay. Roll 2 more times.
44 and 85.
Roll that last one again. Anything over 81, just roll again.
13.
Whoa, okay. You got a hybrid of worm or slug and beast or mammal. Okay. Some kind of slug beast.
Gross.
Or worm beast. I like it. Okay. And then roll, let's see. Roll on the monstrosity characteristics.
Where?
Just roll. Roll a D100.
Oh, D100. Okay.
Yeah.
45.
45. Okay. It has a multi-segmented body. Good. And then roll one more time. One more D100.
64.
Cool. It is a burrower. Great. Perfect.
Okay. So it's a burrowing multi-segmented beast slug.
Yeah. It's a worm that is like, yeah, maybe it eats. It's like a giant like earthworm. Oh, I like it. And it eats all the dead plants. Yeah.
And creatures.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So
now it's Tremors. Now we're in an episode of Tremors.
Let's put this. I'm going to put it on the denizens. Let's call it the leaf eater worm. Okay, cool. So that is the danger that is revealed. No, it doesn't mean it attacks us, right?
It's hunting.
Yeah.
It's because it says that like there are some that it's like it strikes without warning.
Yeah.
But
being
like this
by
is
the
just
leaf eater worm. Cool. It's like a carrion crawler almost. Okay, so we notice or actually maybe you secured a strong advantage, so maybe you notice it's like tracks or something that indicates that I'm like, this place is totally abandoned. Check it out. Echo.
Nabake.
What?
It's not as abandoned as you think. And there's probably like a weird slippery slimy trail, and maybe like the like pile of earth that you would see like a mole leave when it burrows, and I'm just like pointing at it with my toe, and it's like a massive like pile of earth, like a human-sized mole, and I'm just like, you might not see anything at the surface, but there's something here underground.
Oh no. What are we gonna do? The giant gopher's gonna get us, Joa. The giant gopher! Kudan, giant gophers! Kudan, I'm not scared.
You're the one that said this was dangerous.
I said the witch is dangerous. This is just an abandoned elf town. Get some fairy dust on you or something. Come on, this is boring. I clearly don't pay attention, but you know, something is around here watching for us. But it doesn't stop us. It doesn't mean we have to confront it right now. It just means that it's around, and we now know a new fact about this place. Okay.
There's like a weird shrieking somewhere else where the hunt that this creature was doing is finished. I'm like,
all right. So this is the village square. There are indications here of the hunt of the leaf eater worm. Right.
But we did make progress.
Yeah. So let's pick another place to go looking for the witch. Where else, as we search this place, where else could we look for the witch? Where could we find her?
So is this, you said this is in the mountains?
Yep. Little mountain pass, like village.
I think there's like, as we go farther into the village, it becomes more wild. Like there was a square, so there was space enough between the houses where we could walk and like notice that there were houses. But as we go further in, the vines and like weird brambly trees, it's kind of like you're seeing the village be taken over by maybe a nearby forest has come creeping in and the trees are like getting more and more prevalent, or maybe as we go towards the mountainside we can see like a branching cave structure or something like that, or maybe it's just this overgrown forest that becomes thicker and thicker.
So I'm not thinking. I think trees are too big and too like spread apart for it to be.
It's like more brambles.
Trees. It's like brambles and stuff. Yeah. So I think maybe this is like there. It used to be a bunch of smaller buildings apart from one another where people lived, and they've all kind of grown. Like all the plants have grown around them, and so we're moving through this like bramble maze, right? This kind of like maze of ruins and overgrown. Like some of the walls have been knocked down, and you can kind of like move through this hedge. It's like a hedge maze, but of buildings and like organic, right? So maybe that's a place we're gonna go and like look for her.
Yeah, I think it's just the flora is like thicker.
Yeah.
And like we have to actually like hack at it to make our way through, whereas previously we could just walk around.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So let's make the roll. We go into the bramble maze and we start hacking our way through.
Okay, so this is again the delve the depths move. Do you want me to roll that?
Yeah. We can do it that same way where either do you want to take the lead because now I'm not taking it seriously and I can secure an advantage?
Yeah.
Maybe we should sneak through this place anyway, right? Like now that you know us for hunting.
Stealth,
yeah, maybe now you're like, just shut up, get low.
Yeah.
And I turn to Kudan and I'm like, all right, big boy, time for the grown-ups to do their work. So I don't know, go stand over there. Don't get us in trouble.
You're not afraid that whatever is hunting here will go after your mammoth?
He's not my mammoth. He just follows me around sometimes. He's fine. Look how big he is.
All right. Be quiet.
I nod. I crouch down with my spear as we go into the shadowy bits of the ruins.
I'm going to burn momentum.
Yeah, you want to burn for a weak hit on that one?
Yes, okay. I will. So,
no, I can help you though, right? I can still roll my secure an advantage.
It would have maximum given me a +1.
Oh, all right. Well.
Sorry. Yes, you could have. I just wanted to roll the thing. Do you want to do it again?
No, it's okay. That's fine.
Maybe whatever you attempted to do to secure an advantage, I'm like, no, like, shut up. I'm not listening to you.
Right. And your knife is like goading
like
you on, right?
Vibrating in my hand.
It wants your knife. The knife and I agree that we want to kill this witch. So.
Okay. So then I will roll a D100 on the,
okay, hang on. Let me record. Danger. So miss, but then burn for weak hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then mark
a 23, mark progress and reveal a danger.
Okay, mark progress, reveal danger. Let me mark our progress.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, all right.
The danger is check the theme card. Okay, so the theme again is wild. The dangers is a D30. So
okay.
24. Benign aspect becomes a threat. So maybe some of these brambles are like blood thorns or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got to figure what the benign aspect is, right? And then it becomes a danger, right? It becomes dangerous. So
maybe like some like the benign things around here in a bramble maze would be like the brambles that were previously just like letting us pass are not. Maybe we get lost and that's a threat. Maybe like there's some kind of change in like footing. Maybe like a corpse is not just a corpse. Maybe like we trip over a log and it has a wasp's nest in it. I don't know.
Yeah, like this, and this is the trick with the oracles, is like trying to interpret them as accurately to the way they are phrased as possible without making it not make any sense. Like a benign aspect would have to be something that we think isn't a threat, and then it ends up being one, right? Something that we're not, because like the brambles, obviously a threat. They're covered in spikes and stuff, right? So according to the reveal danger, it can't be an obvious threat does something. It has to be something that wasn't a threat before becomes one. So this area is just a bunch of like buildings interconnected by
maybe one of
overgrowth.
the building walls like crumbles and falls, and we have to like face danger to not get like buried under rubble.
Like I kind of like that, like because you think that you feel like you're safe in a building. So maybe we come into like one of the larger former elvish domiciles, and I'm like, yeah, we come in assuming that it's stable, and then what happens that, because I assume this is going to be a like get away from a cave in, like we have to deal with the threat in this turn first. So
I think that it was already half crumbled, but maybe the part that we're currently walking in as we kind of try and make our way through, it has that weird like shaped by magic texture, and so we can't really see its weaknesses in the same way we would if it had been made from like brick, like we're used to, or stone like laid with mortar. And maybe there is a like incline of some sort, like maybe not stairs, but we know that we need to get to like from here to there, and it looks stable enough. But
yeah. I'm envisioning kind of like a Dark Souls kind of like environment where it's like shot through with roots, but it's also a like a building or like a village. And we probably, there's a point where we have to climb up and then we have to like jump across to get through this area. And then there's like a collapse, and probably because we've got the fucking leaf eater worm like hunting around in here. I imagine like, the foundations are shot to shit. Yeah,
because there's lots of tunnels underneath. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe that's the thing. So we're up on this like higher like ledge where there used to be a second floor, and I hand you my bag, and I jump across, right, and pull myself up, and you throw me my bag. And then I'm like, all right, throw me your bag. And then there's like a lurch, and the building starts to shake, and like chunks of the ceiling are starting to fall down.
Okay.
And so I'm like, throw my arm out, and I'm like, come on, let's go. Like, get over here. The fucking place is collapsing. So that you jump to me, and then we get to the other side before this place collapses. So I feel like there's a like face danger.
Yeah,
here.
For sure. Are you helping me?
I think we both have to probably deal with
both face danger.
Yeah, we both have to face danger.
So I am attempting, I mean, I think this is speed and agility for sure from what we've described.
Yeah, unless you want to like lay down and put your arms over your head and just let the building fall on you.
I don't think I do. As much as I don't think I'm any better at iron, so yeah, I'll have to roll with edge.
Just do what I do and roll your worst stat all the time.
Yeah, it sounds great. I'll do that.
It's fun to fail.
There, I did it. I rolled my worst stat and failed horribly.
You did it. All right. Mark your progress on the failure
I will.
track. Okay. So let me give me 1 second here to just mark these. So face danger with edge.
Oh, he ditched me just like you did your other friend.
Miss. I mean, if you get buried by rocks, I probably will. Okay. So miss. And then I'm going to face danger with edge as well. I got to get out of here. I got a weak hit, which gives me delayed, lose advantage, or face a new danger. Tired or hurt, dispirited or afraid. Let me mark this down and then we'll go from there. Okay. Weak hit. Okay. All right. So I think probably we both suffer one harm.
Okay.
Maybe like the roof collapses and maybe you're buried and I have to help you out. And
I attempt to leap to where you are, but the floor that I attempt to leap from like crumbles under my feet.
Right. And I lunge out to grab you, and I probably get one hand. I get pulled off the platform that I'm on. I fall, and then the wall kind of falls down and pins you under part of it. But we both take like the falling and the rocks like harm. And then we have to deal with you being stuck. Which I can help you with. So let's both endure. Let's endure some harm, shall we?
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm just recording, so you can go ahead and do yours if you want.
Okay. I miss again.
Oh my god! Why is this happening?
Because I was like, ooh, let's gain XP by tracking our failures, and then the game was like, how about failures? How do you like those failures?
All right.
So I suffer -1 momentum.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Great. Cool.
Okay. Endure harm. All right, my turn.
So much for those good rolls last session.
All right, I got a weak hit, so I just press on. All right, so it's miss for you, -1 momentum.
Yes.
And I get a weak hit. Press on. Okay, so now, I get up, and there's like blood on my face. Everybody's all dusty, and I look around, I'm like, Joa, you okay? Waving the dust out of the air.
There's like a muffled like. I think that it's caught my leg.
Yeah, and I look down and I'm like, yeah, you are definitely underneath a lot of rocks right now.
Can you help, please? Or go get Kudan. Can Kudan help?
That idiot's not gonna be able to help you with anything. He's huge, but he's weak. Yeah, let me just try to, and I crouch down and I'm gonna try to like lift up the rock enough for you to get out from underneath. So I think this is me securing an advantage for you facing danger to
try and actually
squidge out of there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna do this with strength. I guess I'm just lifting the rocks.
Okay.
All right. Hell yeah! My worst stat, but I rolled great. I got
what can I
a strong hit. Make another move now with +1 or take 2 momentum.
I think I need to get the +1 on this because I don't have I have 1 momentum, so it won't help me on any roll right now.
Okay.
With a +1 might. So I think probably with strength or endurance, I'm trying to face danger here. Or like maybe it's loyalty. Maybe I'm trusting you to take care of this when I can't because I'm stuck.
I mean, I think, yeah, like it could be edge, right? Just getting out fast enough before I drop the rock again. Cause I'm like, I crouch under, I'm like, okay, go, fucking go,
okay.
Fast now.
We could do edge.
Right. And so you have to like slip out under the thing. Yeah. Okay. So strong hit. +1 to Joa's move, and then Joa.
Strong
there
hit.
You go.
We did it.
You still rolled terribly.
I did.
You
rolled
were lucky
really
those challenge dice were so low. Hot damn. Like that's the worst roll you could get on your action dice, but that's still a strong hit. Thank goodness.
Yeah. So I managed to slide my pinned leg out from under the crushing stone before you drop it again.
Yep.
And am like on my ass, dusty, maybe like scraped up but not broken. And just like I'm feeling at my leg and like moving my ankle a little bit. I'm like, I think it's all right.
Oh, we should be tracking progress on killing the witch, because actually like getting her dead is a different thing. But so I figure, how many times do you figure what milestones have we made getting out here?
We got here.
Okay, we found the place.
Yeah. So it's a formidable.
Yeah.
So how many
I think the way I was doing it before was at each room closer to my goal, I added another progress as well. So we explored let's mark it at 3 for now.
So how many ticks do I get?
3.
You get 3
Fill
ticks
3
for
boxes. No,
formidable?
It's formidable is 1 each. And we've done it 3 times. Right? Get here and then each room that we've delved so far.
So that's the hashtag or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Each one of these is 1 hashtag filled.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's delve on, shall we? So we make our way through the bramble maze.
I think I'm gonna let you switch to taking the lead now because
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think we find next? What do we find in the maze? I think as we move through it, probably it's protecting either a building. I'm envisioning, the maze at the end of the first season of True Detective, with all the like shit hanging from it, and like the killer guy's chasing him through the maze, and like he's hallucinating. There's all spirals and shit everywhere. I figure the further in we get in the bramble maze, probably the more likely we are to find the witch's like hut or whatever. Maybe I think she lives in a hole in the ground. I think that we probably find something above it first.
Okay, so there's some kind of structure, like maybe like a temple or like ritual structure that is around wherever she lives.
Yeah, so like some old elven temple, and then inside there's probably a stone staircase that leads down to wherever she actually lives.
Okay.
So the old temple is somewhere in the bramble maze. But what's cool is if we wanted to, we could always explore this further and find other places that branch off of it. But we're getting close, right? Like we made this a smaller delve so that we could also do like a struggle with the witch and like do it all in the period we have. So yeah, I think we come into an area that is a stone building, and it's got this kind of wall of brambles around it, but they've pushed back far enough that we can actually see the thing. It has vines all over it. Probably some cracked, broken statues out front. Let's delve this location.
Okie dokie.
So, what do I need to roll?
Delve the depths. With haste is edge, stealth or trickery is shadow, and observation, intuition, or expertise is wit.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to hustle us through here, so I guess we'll do shadow.
Okay.
So delve the depths. Here we go. And you can also help, right? But you can only give me a +1.
Yeah, I could only have given you a +1. I mean, I could try to secure you an advantage.
But it wouldn't make a difference, right?
Okay.
So not on this roll. Okay. All right. So we delve. Can you do the D100 while
Yeah. So on a miss, we reveal a danger. So we'll go to the reveal a danger.
Yeah, do it.
For this, it's a D30. Here we go. 9. Denizen strikes without warning.
Okay, is this the worm? Do we get attacked? Because it's been hunting us, right? I think it's the worm.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. It's the worm.
Okay. So obviously, if there's a tunnel going down, that tunnel connects to the worm's like feeding network, its burrow network. So probably we come into this temple area, and I whisper to you, I'm like, that's it. She's in there, or she's under there, or something like that. Come on, let's go. And we start to skulk across the area, and then full on tremors. The ground bursts open. We get thrown aside. This worm, which because it's cold, I imagine it's like kind of like furry. It's like a big furry like tube worm thing with a big rotating, and it chews. I guess it's got like a grinding mouth. So instead of having like biting teeth, it probably has teeth that like grind things up. It's like a big grinder.
Just imagining my coffee machine now.
Yeah, right.
Grinder, just like a burr mouth.
Like several turning things that like grind up whatever gets in there, whether it's rocks or bones or dirt or flesh or whatever, and then it just eats all of it and then craps out whatever's left. So yeah, this thing bursts up. We scatter. I don't want to fight it, I think, because we gotta save our strength, right? For the witch. Okay. So should we try to get away?
So that would be face danger?
Yeah, maybe.
Because it strikes without warning.
Yeah, it strikes. Just bursts up, and we have to like get away
from it. Should we do a clash first and then
because if you start the fight, it's a fight. Right? Okay. I think we want to avoid a battle. So probably we want to do something to get us out of here, right? Like distracted and then run down into the tunnel, or like we got to get away from the thing, or find a way to stop it, right? Like pin it in place or whatever. I don't have like a net or anything, so. Ooh, but you know what? The buildings, they've been collapsing, right? So maybe there's a way we can make it collapse on this thing and like do that.
So is this like a face danger instead of a clash or.
Okay, so let's do it in kind of like one thing at a time. So again, yeah, like avoid combat moves, because I feel like if we are unable to escape, if we fuck this up, then we will have to fight it.
Okay.
Right? And we could do like a progress chase or something, but I think we can probably resolve this in a series of moves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distract it. So I'm going to probably try to get its attention, like stomping on the ground, waving my spear around. I'm like, hey, over here. Trying to get it to like come after me so that you can figure out how to drop the ceiling on it. So I yell at you. I'm like,
okay,
the roof, figure out a way to make it fall on this fucker. I'll keep him busy. And so I'm like trying to keep him at bay with my spear while you're doing that. So
I want to secure an advantage by like finding out a way to drop the roof.
I was thinking you're gathering information.
Searching an area or conducting an investigation. I think this is an attempt to gain leverage.
Well, we're making a plan, right? Like assess the situation, make preparations. I mean, there is some overlap there. I mean, I think you can roll either one.
Yeah, I just think that like gather information is a little too like not like. I feel like secure an advantage with wits is the same as gather information on this, except for gather information is like, where would we get the information from? I'm just trying to secure an advantage of like,
I mean, you
at
get
what point is the wall?
You get the information from looking, but yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think those two moves overlap a lot. So
especially if you use the wits.
Yeah.
Wow, good. That's my fucking best stat.
Stop.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Okay, all right. So,
I fail or my assumptions betray you. Pay the price.
Okay, so we got ambushed by some weird furry worm, and while I kept it busy, Joa was doing something? Anything to help at all?
I was looking around for a way to bring the roof down or like try and trap it somehow. And I think that this building is probably surprisingly for how every other building in this place is kind of falling apart. Like this one is actually not.
Okay.
And like any place where the old stone has started to crumble, the vines have kind of like shored it up and like hold it together. And I also have to pay the price. So I'm just going to like roll.
Well, don't worry about paying the price yet, because I'm still doing something. You're now ahead of me a beat. So let me make my roll and then we'll figure out what happens. Okay, so I am facing danger by holding a foe at bay using my spear's reach. So I'm going to roll plus edge to try to keep fucker away from me. I want to keep his attention, but keep him from biting me. So I'm going to roll face danger with edge. Do I add anything? No, if I score a hit, I can take +1 momentum. Okay. All right. So the danger is just keeping him away from you while you can fail your roll.
Good. Excellent.
Okay. I got a weak hit. So I succeed, but face a troublesome cost. I think I'm going to take the momentum and lose the momentum, right? +1, -1. So I just stay at +2. All right. So face danger with edge. Weak hit. And I get +1 and -1 momentum. But I still get what I wanted. So I get to keep him at bay. And I think, what I'm doing is I'm just shouting at him and stomping and being just like, come on, fucker, over here. And like every time he looks at you, I poke him with the spear and he turns around roaring and spitting and I roll out of the way and he's flailing. And I look at you and I'm like, do we have a plan? A plan now would be great.
And obviously I don't have a plan.
You definitely don't.
And also I rolled the oracle and I don't know how to incorporate.
Honestly, I love the oracles, but I don't go to them very often. Like I will glance at them, but honestly, for me, this is the problem is if you roll and then you feel bound to the result, you're like, I don't know what a surprising development is going to be. So it's just supposed to be, something bad happens and you have to pay the price.
Okay.
It could just be that the thing tail whacks you into a wall.
Yeah, maybe it's just maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe I just like I'm looking around and I just take some health damage then.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe he smacks you. So I look over at you and I'm like, I've got him distracted. What's the plan? And then his tail just goes whap and knocks you over and throws you into the wall.
So I'll endure harm.
Yeah.
I get a weak hit.
Okay, so you press on.
So I press on.
You take 1 harm. You get knocked down. And I'm like, plan on your feet.
I'm trying. You're not distracting it very well. You did a
There's
great
a
job.
lot of it. Come on. Do something. This thing's going to eat me. It like lunges for me again. So what are we going to do? I can hold it at bay for now, but we got to deal with this thing.
Well, the expertise, insight, or observation didn't work, so maybe taking a different tack.
I mean, the thing is only slightly, it's like ogre sized, right? So it's not like Shai Halud. Maybe we could pin it down or distract it, give it something else to eat. I don't want us to separate. Like if I run off,
right,
you know, it'll chase me, but.
Maybe I just want to like intimidate it into being like, this is not prey, this is like foe, and then like have it not be like, this is too much trouble. So maybe like intimidate it by like hurting it a little bit, enough to just be like, get out of here. Or
yeah,
aggressive action.
Yeah, if you want to attack it, if you want to just like jump on its back and stab it, not to kill it, but to try to hurt it and like drive it away.
Yeah, be like, we're not food, we're foe. So like GTFO.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That seems good. So, let's try to do that.
I'll face danger with aggressive action then. Would that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Also not great for me. Do you want to roll to help again?
Yeah.
Or before I make this roll instead of afterward?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. So I will roll to help you by continuing to endanger myself, right? Wave my arms around. I'm fucking what's his name from Jurassic Park? Sam Neill. Yeah. All right. So I'm trying to get this thing to pay attention to me. So I'm going to try to secure you an advantage with my speed. I got a weak hit. So you get +1 momentum.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll be able to use it. Maybe I won't. Let's see. No.
Oh my God. Why?
So you fail or your progress is undermined. Pay the price again. I think that I like get up in this thing's face and I'm like trying to do the like, I'm big, so run away sort of situation. And I just see like the grinding gears of its teeth and maw. And I'm going to take stress.
Okay. Oh, so it turns on you and you freeze?
Yeah. And I'm just like, holy shit, this thing is scary. And I've never seen anything like it. So yeah, I'll just roll to endure stress. Okay. And I don't fail. So I just press on.
All right. So it turns on you and you're just standing there with your knife and you freeze.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really glad I gave you that 1 momentum. And so we cut back to me and I'm like, fucking God damn it. And then I'm gonna try to attack it. And I think
so much for avoiding this fight.
Yeah, seriously, you're really, really making this rough on me.
You told me I could gain experience by failing, and then I decided to fail a bunch.
Let's do this. We can do a battle instead of a full-on fight. So the comparison here is like Burning Wheel allows you to do like bloody versus tests, right? That's what this is. Instead of going
envision your objective and roll.
Yeah, I wanna kill the thing with my spear. Do you think are you gonna fight too? Are you gonna jump in and?
I mean, I was able to press on with the endure stress, so I think that I can. Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't I fight? Now I wonder. I guess one of us has to roll, and the other is gonna secure, right?
Yeah.
So probably you're helping, and I'm fighting.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and secure an advantage for you with, I think, Deception, I'm just going to try to juke it out.
Yeah, right. Well, that's how you fight too, right? Like I'm being big and loud and you're going to try to like come in and slash at it while you're.
Right. Okay, so we'll see.
Okay, so you roll to secure me that advantage.
I get a weak hit, so you get 1 momentum.
Thank you. I'll try not to waste it. Okay, so secure an advantage. And you got a weak hit. Okay, and then I'm going to, because remember, this thing isn't like an adversary. This isn't like a you have to fight and kill it and like it's a big deal. We're just trying to like, even if I want to kill it, but even if I get a weak hit, I could drive it off, right? And it'll still be alive. Okay. So I'm going to fight a battle.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it with edge. Now, this is the first time you actually really get to see Nabake like fight, right? Like she gets in scraps all the time, but when she fights humans, it's a lot messier. When she's got a little bit of room to negotiate, she's actually like a really good spear fighter, right?
Okay.
So I keep this thing at range. I'm doing lots of like quick stabs. I'm using the butt of the spear to like vault over its tail when it comes whipping in. Like I'm fairly acrobatic. And so I think we're both doing an all right job. Let's see if we can kill or drive this thing off, or if it goes bad for us and we have to pay the price.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, so battle. Here we go. Battling with edge. Fuck. So bad. All right. So miss.
You are defeated and the objective is lost.
Yeah, so what I think happens is probably that all this fucking around, this thing flailing and us fighting and stuff, maybe the walls and the ceiling were stable, but I think that the floor collapses.
Right.
We all fall in.
Good.
And the thing gets away, right? It goes away uninjured, but we both probably get hurt by the fall.
Oh, good.
As we collapse down into the lower chambers. Because that's the only way I can consider that isn't just like massively derailing or like it kills us. You know, like we're defeated by the worm. It beats us, but it gets away because we're not easy prey, right? It's going to go chew on some roots or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say all that thrashing around finally did too much for the poor architecture of this shithole. And we took a quick 3-story trip down. Okay.
So are we gonna lose take harm? Is that what
I think
saying?
this is probably like maybe, or like 1 harm and 1 spirit or something.
Okay.
It wasn't we got to pay the price. So maybe, let me look at the pay the price thing and see if it's got any suggestions. A person or community you trusted loses faith in you, right? Like, see, they're not all appropriate.
Yeah, it's not always relevant. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just harm. I think we just collapse. We fall down into the thing and yeah.
So take 1 harm?
Yeah, let's just take another harm.
Okay.
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 I'm enduring with my iron now, I think. Well, actually, my iron and my health are the same, so it doesn't matter. Cool. All right. I failed. I got -1 momentum.
Okay. I got a weak hit.
Okay.
So I just press on.
God damn. All right.
I'm at 0 health.
Holy shit. All right. Okay. So we've both.
I was at full health when we started.
Yeah, well, taking harm is a lot. So, okay. Endure harm, miss. -1 momentum. And you endure harm and you got a weak hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we are now at the bottom of a hole. Probably like we were knocked unconscious, not for like a long time. It's not like it's like a day later, but you know that like, you hit your head, you black out for a couple of seconds or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Technically we've made progress on the larger quest because we moved forward.
Okay.
Right. In the dungeon. But let's pick ourselves up and take a look around at this new room that we're in.
Okay, so I think that Joa probably like hits her head again, and is like knocked out for a little bit, and when she comes to, it's just like everything is shifting a little bit, maybe a concussion or something, and she's just like, I mean, we have not even encountered this witch, and already I wish to return.
I shrug. Well, tough luck. We broke the stairs, so. Hey, at least that worm's not trying to eat us anymore, right?
Did you kill it? It could come back at any time. We should hurry.
How do you end up at the bottom of a hole? See how far we fell? You get covered in rocks for the second time today. You've probably been concussed twice, if not more times. You didn't get eaten by a worm. How is this not a win for us? You're so gloomy. Oh, the worm's going to come back and eat us. He's not going to come back and eat us. Don't give me that face. Come on, Grumpy. And I like poke you in the nose.
God, don't touch me. Maybe we can sick the worm on the witch. If it was a foe that was almost able to take us down, or maybe we can.
Almost able to. I would have had that thing if the floor hadn't collapsed.
Sure.
He was on the ropes. I was definitely going to win that fight.